Hello and welcome to Cali Legends Media. Okay, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to all the subscribers. And if you have a minute, just take a little bit of time, press that like button. It's a good way to support the channel. Be highly appreciated. Okay, so as you can tell by the thumbnail, this video is about Cesar Hernandez. There was a lot of publicity put out at the time of his escape. He escaped from Delano State Prison as he was being transferred to court for, I believe, weapons charge. And dude takes off, man. And everybody was pretty much predicting that he was going to head for the border. He headed for the border. Everybody predicted that they'd put a reward on him, and someone would tell on him. They'd put a reward on him. And I believe he was told on. That's the only thing that I could think of that he got cornered yesterday. Yesterday at 1 p.m., they found him in a neighborhood in Barcelona, TIJUANA, okay? And there was 3 different task force that were there, over 300 officers that set up a perimeter. They were even on the roofs. 100 shots were fired. Man, I think a lot of those officers need to go back and get some target practice, because it looks like they hit every part of that wall on that building where the window was, where he was, and they couldn't even make the bullet go through the window. They shot the hell out of the house, you know. Anyways, there was an exchange in gunfire. In the end, Caesar got away. He took off. There's footage out right now. If you go to Breaking the Cycle with Slugs, or by Slugs, he has the footage of this guy's escape. Basically, dude was seen walking without his t-shirt, walking down the street. Apparently, he knew the vehicle where he was headed, because he got under the car cover, and when he came back from underneath there, he had clothes on, because when they first show him, he didn't have no t-shirt or anything. He comes out from underneath that canvas with construction worker vest, you know, the whole bit, and continues walking down the street, ends up getting out of the area, jumping into a Jeep, and getting carried away. A lot of people are suspecting that the guy's connected to somebody, to some group down there in Tijuana, or working in the Tijuana area. It's quite possible. Well, I guess we'll find out, you know, in the next chapter. For now, this dude, who only had a 25 to life sentence, is now looking at life in a Mexican prison. And in my opinion, I think what he had to do to get away is gonna cost him his life now. What happened was, he shot through the door of the residence where he was at, and he hit a high-ranking commander in the neck and killed her. It was a female. Took her life, and you know, the police on that side of the border have a reputation. They have a reputation of beating your ass, kidnapping people, disappearing people. There's going to be people that they don't want to catch them. They just want to put a bullet in them. But on the other hand, there's also officers that work with different groups, which is, in my mind, the only way he was going to be able to get away. He must have passed through the right officers or something. I don't know. It seemed like a pretty impossible feat to get away from that many police. And I don't know if it was a drone or a helicopter, but I did see something in the sky in the area where this guy was having this shootout. So You know, for him to get away, man, that was a pretty impossible feat that he completed. Now, some people are saying his best bet is to go deep into the south part of Mexico and maybe go to work on a ranch or something, or if he has family. I would go with strangers and just go apply for work on a ranch or something, and just stay on the ranch, man, and take care of whatever they have you do, taking care of horses, cows, cleaning, whatever it is that they have you do, and staying out of public and staying in the cut. If he could, I would recommend him leaving that country completely and going into Honduras, maybe I don't know, some other country. I wouldn't say El Salvador, because he would probably get pulled over and checked, you know, because they're hard on the Mara Salvatruchas over there. And in any case, somebody close to this dude had to have turned him in for that 30,000. You know, that's what I'm thinking. There's also a possibility that somebody recognized dude. You know what I mean? They did plaster his picture all over the place. So, like I said, we won't know till the next chapter. But I think before the United States will be able to get their hands on this man, either the Mexican police will unalive him. No chance for surrender. And anyways, I don't think this dude has any intentions of surrendering. I believe this guy's going to hold court in the street. You know, either he's going to get away or they're going to take his life. He doesn't want to go and spend the rest of his life in prison. He didn't even want to spend 25 years of his life in prison. Dude's 34 years old now. Another 20, he'll be 54 years old. If he was just doing the 25 to life sentence. This guy's looking at all day, or even I don't know if Mexico has the death penalty, but I know one thing. When those hooders are pissed off, they will fuck you up, and they'll shoot your ass and dump you somewhere. So this guy's future is looking bad if he remains in Mexico, in my opinion. I think he should bounce if he has any help, which obviously he does, has some type of help. Somebody's assisting this guy, you know. He had an escape plan, obviously, the way he went to that one vehicle and put on this change of clothes and popped back out and then got picked up, you know. So obviously he did have an escape plan and support. If he has enough support to get out of the country, which certain groups obviously do, I would suggest that guy left the country, man, you know, and not be involved with any type of criminal activities, or, you know, he'd have to leave all that behind. Unless the guy's just going out in a, you know, has it in his mind already, man, I'm going to have a good time, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my life as long as I could, and go out in a blaze of glory, you know. We don't know. We don't know what his thinking is. We know he was desperate enough to try to escape from DELANO, obviously. You know, dude shook the spot, had an officer behind him pointing the gun right at him, man, and he looked at him and just turned around and he was like, "Go ahead and shoot me, or I'm gone." You know, the cop froze, he didn't shoot, and homeboy shook the spot, you know. Anyways, he's been on the run quite a while already, you know. I don't suspect it'll be much longer till they apprehend this guy, unless he makes some drastic changes in what he's doing, who he's communicating with. You know, there's leaks in his plans and the way he's doing things, obviously. You know, so he needs to make some big changes and even leave Mexico, man. Fuck going further down in the south of Mexico. You know, this guy's picture's going to be faxed and sent to all the stations, passed out to all the officers. A commander, a female commander, was shot by him. So basically, they're going to say, man, this dude, he'll shoot any of us. You see him, put him down, you know. Anyways, we'll see what happens with this guy. If he does get apprehended, I'm not going to say that he's lucky. Why? Because he's never going to get out of prison. And Mexico prisons are worse than American prisons. And if he's able to finish his time there in Mexico, he'll have to come and do his time in the United States. You know, he's washed up, you know. So if they put him down, that would probably be a blessing to him. Why? Because it'll be over, you know. The life he's living right now, I'm sure it's very stressful. It's difficult. You know, it's an ugly way to live. I know from experience, man. It's too stressful, man. You don't want to spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder and not knowing who to trust and you know, who to suspect as a possible informant or undercover. It's just an ugly way to start thinking and living. So I think they do him a favor, seriously, by just putting him down. And I think that's what's going to happen. That's my prediction for this, is that he's going to shoot it out. He don't want to go to prison. And basically it's going to be, he's going to hold court in the street. He's going to go out in a blaze of glory if any other way. That's my opinion. We'll have to wait and see. I can't say, you know, like, oh man, I hope this happens for old boy or it goes this way, because no matter how it goes, it's all bad. It's all bad. He went too far already. He threw everything away, and basically he has no future except the future he has in his hand right now. You know, he's made those decisions and mistakes and actions that threw away any chance of ever being free, you know, and possibly of living another day after being sought and found by certain departments. You know, they don't play in Mexico. I don't know if things have changed in 25 years, you know, because I know the way it was back then. You know, they don't play like that. You know, the Juras were gangsters. I'm telling you, man, even if they apprehend you, you'll end up with a bullet in you thrown somewhere, you know, and it'll be a big investigation of who done it, you know. I don't know if things have changed so much, but if they haven't, they're gonna put old boy down, you know, unless he gets out of that country. Anyways, this is my take on the situation. Like I said, the standoff happened yesterday at 1 p.m. and dude was able to get away, you know. And right now, the police in Tijuana, they need to be retrained in the art of firing their weapons, man. And come on, you can't make it in a window that big. Just make it in the damn window. Like, fuck hitting, dude. Just make it through the window. Maybe you'll get lucky, you know. Fuck no, they shot the fuck out of the building, you know? It's crazy. Anyways, this is my video for today, folks. I just wanted to say a little something about the situation, give you my take on it. It's probably the worst opinion that you've heard, but, you know, I say things the way I see them. You know, I'm sorry I can't say something good for CEASAR Hernandez because it looks all bad. And all that comes from him making bad decisions. So that being said, people, stay free, stay out from behind them walls, from behind them bars. Do what you can to always make the best decision that'll keep us out here with our families and our loved ones. And most of all, that'll keep us free. Okay. God bless you. God bless your families. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the next video.